Archangel Michael says, "Don't try to ignore this. This is not a joke. A man visited your building at 1:39 a.m. last night. He didn't knock, but he left something that will change your life." Archangel Michael says, "Don't try to ignore this. This is not a joke. A man visited your building at 1:39 a.m. last night. He didn't knock, he didn't speak, but he left something behind, and it will change your life forever." At first, it may seem like just another silent hour of the night, but the energy shifted the moment he stepped onto your property. Something in the atmosphere moved it, the kind of silence that doesn't bring peace but awakening. He came not to harm but to signal a divine interruption. The cameras barely captured his face, and the wind seemed to still when he approached. He didn't linger. He knew exactly where he was going. This was planned, not random, not accidental. He carried something wrapped in black cloth, tightly held under his arm. He looked up once at your window, then moved toward the base of the stairwell. Not a single person saw him enter. He was guided. He was sent. He left no trace on the staircase, no sound on the floors, but a presence remained. It wasn't the kind you fear, but the kind that changes the direction of a soul's journey. Something divine hid beneath his quietness. Inside the cloth, tucked in the corner near the railing, is a small sealed box, locked, untouched, and waiting for the right energy to open it. It's not meant for anyone else to find until the precise moment. That moment is now. This box doesn't hold metal or money. It holds a message, a shift, a destiny rewire. If you've been experiencing strange dreams, unexplained chills, or moments of powerful déjà vu, this is why. You are not going mad. You are awakening. You were chosen to find it, not by the man, but by the realm that sent him. You walk away with certainty, not rushed, not afraid. You walked like someone who had delivered the final key in a hidden prophecy. At exactly 1:39 a.m., your timeline was marked. What you do from now determines whether the energy that was delivered flourishes or fades. It is not a joke. You cannot ignore this again. The box reacts only to your presence, your voice, your touch. No one else can awaken what sleeps inside it. The man was a vessel, a messenger from a much higher command. He was not a stranger. His soul knows yours. You've seen him before, maybe in dreams, maybe in a forgotten past life, but he had been part of your journey before. As dawn came, the neighborhood resumed its rhythm. Tripped people left for work, children laughed. But something remained in the stairwell, something unseen yet powerful. You passed by it this morning without realizing, but it pulsed slightly when you were close. It recognized your aura. It waited for your readiness. There is something ancient inside that small object, something encoded in the language of symbols, frequencies, and truths you've been too distracted to notice until now. Some of you have been spiritually asleep. You've been scrolling, skipping, ignoring, rationalizing. But this isn't the kind of message that waits for your convenience. You are being summoned by presence, not panic. The universe has started shifting to align you with your true spiritual inheritance. The man in black left behind a vibration so strong, your body might have reacted already. Tight chest, ringing ears, trembling hands. This is not fear. This is your soul recognizing a new frequency. When you finally pick up what was left, you'll notice something strange. Your name is marked, not written. It's etched into the spiritual lining of the gift, like it was always yours, just hidden from your sight. This is your moment of activation, not by force but by fate. You are being called into remembrance. The man chose the time 1:39 a.m. because it aligns with an astral alignment that opens energy portals across realms. You are one of the few souls ready to receive such an opening. This box is not just for you to find, it's for you to open when the world outside grows silent and your inner world begins to speak. When your intuition burns brighter than your logic, you will see it clearly. A faint glow now surrounds the space where it rests. Not visible to all, only those spiritually tuned can sense it. That's why no one else touched it. You were asleep when he arrived, but your spirit was awake. It welcomed the man's presence, though your eyes missed it. Don't try to suppress the visions you've been receiving lately. They're part of the unfolding message that this object is meant to amplify. He didn't knock because knocking is for the physical world. His message was spiritual, meant to bypass your ears and speak directly to your soul. This wasn't a delivery. It was a spiritual transfer, a recalibration of the path you're walking on. He walked away like someone who had finished a sacred duty, and the silence after him was not empty. It was full of anticipation. Since then, your life has already started to rearrange. Notice the strange patterns. Notice who's calling, who's vanishing, who's revealing their true faces. You were being protected in ways you didn't even ask for. The divine realm does not wait for your permission. It intervenes when your destiny is at stake. Your ancestors knew this moment would come. They whispered about it through signs, birds, number patterns, lost objects reappearing. The man who visited your building is not someone you will meet again in this lifetime. But his mission with you isn't over. He has triggered a divine ripple that will continue to unfold in the days ahead. There is something spiritual awakening in your body tonight. It may feel like pressure in your forehead or a sudden urge to cry. Don't resist it. Don't delay another hour. Don't pretend this message is like the others you skipped. This one is different. This one is coded with your name. You might be wondering what you're supposed to do next, but your spirit already knows. Just stop and listen. At 9:39 p.m. tonight, exactly 18 hours after his visit, you will feel a pull, a calling. You may feel uneasy or overly emotional. That's when you're closest to the box's awakening point. You were not supposed to find this message by accident. Your energy was pulled here. Synchronicity never lies. Pay close attention to the dreams you have tonight. You'll notice shadows in the corners, symbols in the skies, people speaking languages your soul understands but your mind does not. That's the spiritual side of the message unfolding. That's the box opening itself through frequency before it opens physically. There will be someone reaching out to you in the next 24 hours. They will mention something that seems strange at first, a phrase, a place, a word you just read here. Don't dismiss it. That's your confirmation. This is not the time to live passively anymore. The man who left that item knew your strength, and the spiritual realm expects you to use it. You are entering a sacred window now. Everything you do in the next 72 hours will ripple deeply into your timeline for the next 7 years. You are not just healing now, you're being positioned. Positioned for something much greater than you've imagined. That small black wrapped object contains an ancient echo. It holds the truth of something you lost, something taken from you long ago, something you've cried for in silence. What you are about to receive isn't just a blessing, it's restoration. The man who came wasn't ordinary. He carried a presence that the angels acknowledged. He wasn't a threat. He was a gatekeeper. If you ignore this message, things will not fall apart, but they will stay the same. And you weren't meant to live in shame. You were meant to rise. You've been patient. You waited. You've endured what most people wouldn't have survived. That's why this is happening to you now. When you return to your staircase, stop and pause. You will know where to look. The moment your hand gets close, the energy will rise. Your journey begins the moment you pick it up. From that point on, expect synchronicities, changes in relationships, new spiritual insights, and sudden emotional shifts. You are not cursed. You are chosen. And this object, this small, strange, mystical item, is a turning point. As you read these final lines, you're already being scanned by the realm. They are watching how your spirit reacts, whether you deny or accept the calling. The man never said a word, but his energy left a message louder than thunder. You've arrived at the most important threshold in your spiritual journey. Open the unseen. Trust what your intuition confirms, and let the divine begin to unfold what was hidden. What the man left behind is yours. He always was. You just had to wake up in time to receive it. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. The air around your building hasn't felt the same since that exact moment. Even the way the wind moves through the corridors, the faint scent that lingers at your entrance, it's all different now. That is not your imagination. That's the frequency shift caused by an item touched by divine instruction. This is not a prank. This is not surveillance. This is not human manipulation. It's sacred interference. Something only happens when the higher realm believes you've reached a moment of readiness, and your moment has come. From now until the next full moon, your sensitivity will increase. You may hear whispers that don't seem to come from anyone near. Your ears will ring when no sound is present. Your dreams will become clearer and strangely prophetic. These are side effects of exposure to an object encoded with awakening energy. The man who walked into your building was never here to scare you. He wasn't sent by darkness. He was sent by divine order, assigned to one task: deliver the dormant key of your next life chapter into your atmosphere. You may have sensed his presence in your sleep. You may have stirred suddenly, looked toward your window without knowing why. That was not coincidence. That was your spirit feeling a familiar soul stepping into your physical space. Since that moment, people around you have started behaving strangely. Some are pulling away without explanation. Others are showing signs of hidden jealousy or sudden overkindness. That's because they feel the shift happening in you, even if you don't understand it yet. The object isn't cursed, but it reveals. It reveals who is real and who's pretending. It reveals what path you must now walk and what must be left behind. It does not ask your permission. It simply unfolds when you are ready. The reason you were chosen is not because you're perfect, but because your heart still believes in something pure, even after all the betrayal, heartbreak, and silence. You didn't become cold. That's why the realm hasn't abandoned you. Inside that object is a frequency signature aligned only to your DNA and aura. That's why no one else can open it. If someone else touches it, they'll feel cold or empty, as if nothing's inside. But when you hold it, your palms will begin to tingle. Your breathing might change. You may even feel a warm vibration moving through your chest. This is not fear. It is alignment. In the next 36 hours, a memory from your past will come back suddenly. It may be a forgotten place, a song, or someone's face. Don't push it away. That memory is linked to what's inside that item. It holds the emotional code needed to activate what comes next. You're about to recover something you didn't even know was missing. Not just money. Not just love. but a piece of your divine identity that was sealed away for this very time. The man that came wore black, not as a symbol of danger, but to shield the spiritual light from being seen by low-frequency energies. He was sent in silence because truth does not scream. It resonates. At 1:39 a.m., he crossed a threshold into your atmosphere with instructions from realms most people never access. He was chosen not for who he is, but because of the spiritual agreements tied between your soul and his from lifetimes ago. That moment marked a spiritual countdown. You are now within the first phase, recognition. Soon you will move into phase 2, activation. That's when events in your life will start shifting at a speed you can't explain. You may lose things. Jobs, friends, lovers. But don't panic. That's not destruction. It's divine subtraction to make space for the multiplication you've long prayed for. This experience may trigger waves of emotion. Let them come. Let them wash you clean. You are not breaking. You are being reformed. What you were meant to become was hidden beneath all the survival. And now, the door to becoming is opening again. It's time you walk through it without chains. The object carries ancient energy, possibly from a bloodline you don't even know you belong to. Some of you are descended from spiritual warriors, healers, visionaries, or gatekeepers, but that truth was stolen through generations of silence. Until now, this item breaks the silence. When you finally open it, and you will, do so with intention. Be still. Light a single candle. Let the night be quiet. And listen. You will hear the voice of your own soul speaking louder than ever before. Some of you will feel a message channeled directly into your chest. You'll know what to do next, where to go, who to call, what to end. It will be as clear as a voice, even if no words are spoken. The object is not here to save you. It's here to unlock you. You were never meant to stay small. The world around you convinced you that your vision was too much. But you were born for this level of mystery, depth, and revelation. The man's footsteps may have faded, but the energy remains, and it will not leave until its assignment is complete. You may begin seeing the time 1:39 on clocks, receipts, or tickets. That's your confirmation that the energy of that moment still pulses through your field. It is not over. In truth, it is only beginning. You are not late. You are not lost. You were waiting for this message to awaken what your memory had hidden. The divine waited until you were strong enough to carry this next level. And you are standing in the eye of a divine storm. But this storm will not destroy. It will reveal. In the next few days, a situation will force you to choose between your old self and your emerging self. Choose wisely. Choose boldly. The man who left that object did not just drop off a symbol. He marked you for protection, favor, and visibility. You will be seen in rooms you never entered. You will be spoken about by people who once ignored you. Everything is about to shift. It started at 1:39 a.m., but it won't end there. It will grow, climb, expand. And through it all, you will rise. You may feel tempted to dismiss this all as fantasy. That is the last trick of a tired mind that has been spiritually starved. Don't fall for it again. Let your intuition speak louder than your fear. Let your curiosity walk where doubt cannot follow. This message was encrypted with energy only you would feel. That's why it reached you. That's why it made your heart beat differently just now. You are standing at the threshold of revelation. And revelation is never quiet. It rearranges everything. Tonight, when the lights dim and the city sleeps, go to the place the man left it. Stand still. Breathe in. You will feel it before you even touch it. You will know. And when you do, say nothing to anyone at first. Let the sacred whisper in silence. Let it show you what it came to unlock. This is your initiation. This is your divine appointment. This is your moment. And nothing will ever be the same again. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $20. The staircase where it rests is no longer just wood and stone. It has become a spiritual gate. Every time your feet touch those steps, your energy pulses with the memory of what was delivered. You may notice flickers of light in your peripheral vision, slight shifts in temperature. These are signals. The veil between the seen and the unseen has thinned. You are now walking in both realms, physical and spiritual. And the object left for you acts as the key to travel between them, not with your body, but with your soul. When you engage with it, your dreams will become more vivid, and signs will appear faster. Don't share the story with someone who won't believe. Their doubt will not harm you, but it can delay you. This moment was meant to be sacred, silent, and solo. Once the shift is complete, you'll be guided on who to bring into your circle next. The man didn't leave instructions because your higher self already knows what to do. The unlocking doesn't happen by force. It happens by permission. The moment you give it, the current starts to flow. In the coming nights, you may wake up between 2:00 and 4:00 a.m. for no reason. That is not a random sleep disturbance. That is a spiritual time window where divine whispers enter the world. That time is when messages are sent directly into your soul's frequency. No filters. No distractions. If you find yourself waking up, don't scroll. Don't talk. Just sit in silence. Listen. Feel. That's when the box's energy will call to you most loudly. Some of you will be shown visions, clear glimpses of future paths, new places, strange faces. These are not hallucinations. They are divine previews. Others will feel strong urges to write, sing, paint, or speak. That's your soul finally releasing the truths it had locked away for years. Don't ignore what stirs in you. What you call weird is actually sacred. What you feel but can't explain is more real than what the world told you to trust. You are not imagining the shifts. You are remembering who you really are. The man who walked through your building did not arrive by chance. He passed through 3 spiritual zones to get to you. It's why the timing, 1:39 a.m., was so precise. That's when the veil opened. Your energy was scanned in that moment and approved. You were not just selected for this, you were ready. This is your spiritual inheritance claiming you. You may notice the reactions of people changing. Some will be drawn to you with sudden admiration. Others will pull back or even become hostile. That is how truth rearranges the atmosphere. Don't chase. Don't explain. Let the divine make space. When you finally unwrap the object, you may not understand it at first. It might be a token, a symbol, a letter, or something ancient. Don't rush to interpret. Let it speak to your energy over time. You may feel tired afterward. That's not fatigue. That's release. Years of energy held in your field are being cleansed. From that point forward, your life will divide, before the visit and after the awakening. Things will no longer operate by logic alone. What you need will find you faster. What no longer serves you will exit without warning. You'll start to see people differently. Words will feel heavier. Your own voice will carry more truth. Your intuition will correct you before your mind even processes it. The object is now part of your spiritual orbit. You don't need to carry it physically. It has already activated. You'll feel a strange magnetic pull to certain places. A road, a garden, a room. Go there. These are coded locations where energy stored for you will unlock. You may start to hear music that feels like a memory. That's a vibration echoing from your soul's previous timeline, signaling that it's merging with this one now. Even animals around you may behave differently. Birds lingering longer. Dogs staring. These are signs. Nature always notices what the world misses. Don't be afraid. You're not haunted. You're chosen. Do not tell everyone. Not yet. Some people are still trapped in noise and will try to drag you back into it. This moment is yours. Guard it. Honor it. The object didn't just come to bless it, it came to bind. To bind you to your true path. To break the cycle that kept repeating. There's no going back now. The divine doesn't send something this sacred and allow it to be ignored. Your voice will begin to carry new weight. Your presence will feel different to those around you. Some won't know why they're intimidated. It's because they feel your calling before you speak it. The man who came didn't leave just an item. He left an awakening seed, a spiritual switch. Every time you walk past that spot, your vibration will rise higher. Every time you close your eyes near it, your spirit will travel further. You will remember things you never learned. Say things you never studied. That's what divine remembering feels like. You are now in alignment with a stream of power that has been hidden from you until this moment. Expect things to break open, delays to be removed, doors to be replaced, and fake opportunities to collapse. What comes next will stretch your comfort zone, but it will not harm you. Growth always feels like discomfort until you see where it's leading. You'll find that money begins flowing differently. Ideas will land in your mind like lightning. Able purpose will begin to appear. The man left behind a portal, and that portal is now in you. Your spiritual gifts will now begin maturing. If you've ever felt things before they happened, now you will see them too. If you've ever known someone was lying without proof, now your energy will speak it out loud. You will begin to notice numbers, feathers, coins, shadows, glimmers, and each will bring another message. This is no longer about signs alone. This is about your divine mission finally beginning. The silence you've experienced wasn't punishment, it was preparation. Now, you will be called to lead, guide, speak, heal, or build something for others. What you've been through was never wasted. It becomes the language through which you will unlock others. The man didn't just leave something for you. He activated something in you. And that activation will ripple through your bloodline, correcting what was broken, healing what was hidden, and restoring what was stolen. You are not only receiving a message, you are the message now. And the world is about to hear you clearly. So breathe. Take this in. Let the tears come if they must. The divine just shifted your entire vibration. Tonight, return to the place he left it. Hold your palms over it. Whisper nothing. Just feel. You will sense a hum of heat and knowing. That's the realm speaking without words. This is where your new journey begins. And your name is already written in light. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $20. And now, the energies around you are aligning like never before. What once felt uncertain will start becoming clear. The fog that clouded your vision is lifting, not because you found your way, but because something sacred came to find you. You were not asleep when the man arrived. You were suspended between realms. Your body was resting, but your soul stood alert, as if sensing a silent knock on the gates of your destiny. That's why you felt unease without understanding the cause. Your spiritual self remembered what your physical self was about to forget again. This is not paranoia. This is prophecy. When you touched the stair railing this morning, the energy flowed into your palm. It was subtle. It was quiet. But it was real. And now, your aura glows a different shade. People with dark intentions may avoid you, not because of fear, but because light exposes what darkness hides. The man who visited is part of an ancient order, one that moves across time silently, delivering unseen awakenings to those whose bloodlines are marked. Your family once had gifts, visions, and sacred wisdom. But along the way, fear and manipulation suppressed it. The item he brought is restoring the access. Even now, as you read these words, you may feel warmth near your shoulders or a pulse in your forehead. Those aren't coincidences. They're activations. Everything you've lost in the past 5 years, whether it was peace, people, or prosperity, will begin to return in new forms. Not copies, not replacements, but evolved, elevated versions. That is what this object awakens. Not old patterns, but new dimensions. This isn't about believing blindly. It's about remembering deeply. Inside the object are spiritual coordinates, anchors for your next level. Every time you meditate near it, sit beside it, or even think of it with intention, it will send frequencies into your path to bring what is meant for you. You may feel emotional without knowing why. Sudden tears, goosebumps, shivering without cold. These are signs. Your system is adjusting to a vibration you were born to carry, but had long been denied. Your journey is no longer personal. It's prophetic. Over the next 3 nights, your dreams will shift dramatically. Pay attention. Even if they seem strange or chaotic, they are coded. People will say words. You'll see numbers, symbols, roads, or stars. Don't rush to understand, just record them. They will unlock themselves when it's time. The item left behind will trigger these dream downloads. You're receiving spiritual data through your subconscious now. And no, not everyone is receiving this. You were chosen. By the end of the 3rd night, a name will appear in your spirit. Someone you need to contact, or forgive, or finally release. Its soul is either a block or a bridge, and the energy inside the item will clarify their role. You may be called to go somewhere soon, a place unexpected. It may come through an invite, a delay, or even a sudden decision. When it happens, trust the nudge. This item was left so that your feet could be realigned to sacred territory. The object's energy is now part of your life. You don't even have to physically hold it. It's bonded to your frequency. It will begin shielding you in ways you'll only notice after danger has passed. You'll begin to avoid near accidents. Find yourself narrowly escaping bad news. Discover that something harmful was removed before it reached you. This is what divine protection feels like. And while this all feels powerful, you must remember, stay grounded. Drink water. Breathe deeply. Rest. Let your body adjust. Spiritual evasion requires physical recalibration. You may feel exhausted some days. That's not weakness. It's your vessel aligning with the message delivered. Don't rush to share this with everyone. Wait for divine timing. Some people are not ready to hear what you're awakening into, and that's okay. The man left it for you, not your circle, not your feed, not your doubters. You are the first carrier of this message. Soon, you'll be given the urge to write something, say something, create something. Don't hesitate. That idea isn't random. It's an instruction from the realm. What flows from you next will carry weight. People will feel your energy before they understand your words. You are now a transmitter of spiritual clarity. You'll say something simple, and it will unlock someone else's confusion. That is your role now. The object didn't just bring you a blessing. It brought you a mission. And the world has been waiting on it, through you. You'll notice electronics acting up around you. Phones freezing, screens flickering, chargers failing for no reason. That's not malfunction. That's energy interference. The object emits a frequency that confuses low-grade technology. You'll also start hearing your name being said softly when no one is around. This is not a haunting. It's a spiritual acknowledgement that your name has been activated in the realm of light. Your name has been spoken in places your feet haven't yet reached. Divine appointments are forming. Prepare yourself. Doors that were sealed will begin to unlock. And you won't have to knock. You'll just arrive. You'll start craving silence, solitude, sacred stillness. That's the object's influence, too. It's calling your spirit into a deeper conversation, one that can't be held in noise. To pause, withdraw from chaotic spaces, detox from distractions. Let this elevation settle into you. There's no rush. There's just readiness. You are in possession of something heaven trusts you with, and not everyone could handle it. That's why it was delayed until now. Soon, the stranger will speak to you with unusual kindness. A look, a word, a moment of pause. They may say something strange, like "I feel like I've seen you before," or "You're meant for something big." Don't brush it off. That's not small talk. That's spiritual recognition. They're responding to the light now radiating from you. The man who visited did more than drop off an item. He transferred an aura. You are not the same anymore. And even those with no spiritual awareness will sense it. Your presence now does what your words once tried to do. Speak truth. So tonight, when the building grows quiet and the wind moves without sound, return to the space. Feel. Breathe. And say these words in your heart. I accept what I was meant to remember. Then let the rest unfold naturally. From now on, you will not chase signs. Signs will chase you. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $20. You've now crossed into the most sensitive phase of this awakening. The object left for you was not meant to fix your past, but to unlock the truth that was buried beneath it. And truth, when it's fully revealed, doesn't always come softly. It reshapes everything. You may begin feeling disconnected from people you once relied on. Conversations may suddenly feel shallow. That's not arrogance. That's clarity. When your vibration rises, low vibration attachments start to peel away naturally. The object isn't just sacred, it's disruptive in the best possible way. It breaks illusions. It melts false narratives. It exposes where you were settling for less, hiding from yourself, or delaying what you already knew deep down. And now, you can no longer unsee what has been shown. You will begin to understand situations from years ago that never made sense. Events, betrayals, losses. Your perspective on them will shift as the object's frequency expands your spiritual vision. What you once saw as a curse may now appear as divine redirection. What you called abandonment might have been protection. What you labeled failure may reveal itself as preparation. These aren't just positive affirmations. They are ancient truths surfacing because the box that man left contained more than a message. It carried ancestral coding. Yes, someone in your bloodline also carried this same vibration. They were silenced. But now you are here, to speak, to rise, to finish what they couldn't. At first, this awakening will feel lonely. Don't mistake it for something wrong. The deeper you walk into destiny, the quieter it becomes around you. You're not alone. You're just being separated from noise that no longer matches your soul's music. You may also notice heightened empathy. You'll feel others' emotions more deeply. Their pain will touch you, their joy will lift you. This is part of the object's influence. It softens the spiritual senses so you can walk in divine compassion without losing your power. But stay balanced. Not everyone you feel is meant to be healed by you. Some are only passing through your field to be exposed, not saved. As you step further into this new alignment, your relationship with time will shift. You will feel like some hours move faster. Some moments will stretch longer than they should. This time distortion is a sign that your consciousness is evolving. You're being pulled into Kairos time, spiritual timing, where events unfold not by clock, but by divine coordination. So when things are delayed, don't panic. When things arrive early, don't question. You're being moved like a piece on a divine chessboard, and every move is intentional. The object that man left has triggered this divine synchronization. You may feel the urge to revisit places from your childhood. Do it. That urge is not nostalgia. It's a spiritual assignment. There is energy there that needs closure or reclamation. Walk slowly. Listen to the wind. Touch the ground. Your inner child is watching you with awe now. Because you become what they once dreamed of. The object is helping reconnect timelines, past, present, and future merging in you. You are now a time traveler through healing, through memory, through divine instruction. And while this journey intensifies, so does your protection. You may have recently avoided an accident, declined a call that turned out dangerous, or skipped a meeting that ended in conflict. These are not lucky coincidences. The object's vibration has expanded your spiritual radar. You now know what's coming before it fully arrives. You feel dishonesty before it's spoken. You sense deception in smiles that used to fool you. This is discernment. The man who left the box delivered more than a spiritual item. He delivered sight. And now, the most important part, you must prepare for a visitor. Not someone physical, but a spiritual guide. In the next few nights, you will either dream of or feel the presence of an entity you've never met, but who feels familiar. They won't speak with words, but with imagery, sensation, and emotion. They are tied to the object. They are the guardian of what was delivered. You will feel a cool breeze, a flicker in your lamp, a sensation of being watched but with calm. That is the guide coming to observe your progress. Don't fear it. Welcome it. It's part of the unlocking. Once the guide makes contact, you'll begin hearing thoughts that don't sound like your own, but feel safe. You'll receive unexpected solutions to long-standing problems. Messages will arrive through music, repeated phrases, or even strangers. These are confirmations that the energy is flowing. The object left at 1:39 a.m. wasn't just a gift, it was an agreement. One your soul made long ago before this lifetime. And now, that agreement is being fulfilled. Your body may also begin to change. Strange sensation, unusual cravings, intense sleep or restlessness. This is the final sign of spiritual isolation. The object is now fully bonded with your energy field. Its presence lives in your aura. You're glowing, but not everyone can see it. Only those meant to walk with you on this higher path will recognize it, and those who can't, they will fade it and confuse it or walk away. Let them, because what the man brought wasn't just for you. It's for the world you're about to touch. There is no need to rush. The divine is not on a timer. Let the transformation happen naturally. Let the days flow. Let the object guide. Let the silence teach. And when it's time, you will act. You will speak. You will rise. And nothing and no one will be able to stop you. Because you are no longer just a person searching for purpose. You are the purpose, and your time is here. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $20. And now that the full activation has begun, your environment will shift to support this elevation. The walls of your home may feel different, as if they are holding more presence. You may sense warmth in corners once cold, or light in places that were dim. That is the object's energy expanding outward. The man who placed it did not leave a temporary blessing. He delivered a permanent alteration. Your space is now spiritually marked, and wherever you walk, the same mark follows. You'll begin to carry this sacred code with you into rooms, meetings, and even digital spaces. People will feel it. They won't understand it, but they will respond to it. This is how divine impact works. It speaks before you speak. This is why your life may suddenly feel different, even if nothing visible has changed yet. You may notice time slowing when you're in moments of deep thought or prayer. That's not psychological. That's the thinning of dimensional walls. You've entered what the ancients called a between space, a holy alignment between timelines and realities. And within this space, your voice carries a strange power. What you speak now echoes into your future faster than ever before. Be mindful of your words. Speak healing, not harm. Declare peace, not panic. Bless even in silence. You are no longer an ordinary voice. You are a divine amplifier. The item left at 1:39 a.m. didn't just unlock your path. It sent signals out to other energies and souls you are destined to meet. In the coming days, someone you haven't spoken to in years may suddenly reach out. A stranger may offer wisdom that feels eerily personal. These are not coincidences. They are soul contracts being triggered. The man who visited didn't speak because his job was to awaken others through you as well. This energy flows upward. As you rise, so do those assigned to your light. And yes, challenges may come too. Because when light expands, the shadows get restless. There will be resistance, not to stop you, but to strengthen you. Every pushback is a confirmation that you're walking a path that matters. You'll face sudden tests of character. A person may provoke you. A delay may tempt you to give up. Don't fall for it. These moments are pressure points. They are there to see if you fold or hold. And you were built to hold. Because what's inside you now is not just determination. It's divine flame. The place where the object rests, your stairwell, your hall, your door, has now become a sacred point. Treat it like a portal. Clean it. Sit near it. Speak kind intentions when passing. You might feel emotional passing that space without knowing why. That's because the soul remembers what the mind cannot. It knows that a covenant was delivered there. And covenants like this do not break. They unfold. You are in the middle of that unfolding now. In the next few weeks, new numbers will start appearing, repeating digits, birth dates, sacred patterns. This is not just numerology. These are divine timestamps showing you the order being restored in your life. You'll feel drawn to the moon, to water, to nature. That's your spirit seeking purification. The object's vibration cleanses, but your body still must release what is old. You'll cry more easily. That's healing. You'll laugh for no reason. That's alignment. You'll feel sudden peace in chaos. It's transcendence. It's all working. Every part of it. Even now, some of the messages hidden in your bloodline's memory are surfacing through you. You might feel connected to lands you've never visited, drawn to languages you've never spoken, called to help causes you don't fully understand. Follow it. That's your spirit remembering who it was before the world gave it a name. And the man, the one who came at 1:39 a.m., he knew this would happen. That's why he didn't look back. His task was complete. But yours is just beginning. You are no longer walking blindly. You are now guided by resonance, not reaction. By intuition, not imitation. What happens next in your journey won't be based on fear or chasing validation. It will be built from alignment, truth, and divine authority. You've walked through enough storms. Now you carry the lightning. The people who once overlooked you will feel the shift. Not because you will scream louder, but because your silence will now vibrate. You've become the message that once searched for someone to deliver it. So from this moment forward, walk with purpose. Smile when you feel the pull of the object's energy. Sit with it often. Speak to it as you would speak to a part of your own soul. Because that's what it has become. An external piece of your internal power. This message was never about a man arriving. It was about what his visit awoke in you. He came to hand over the final piece of your spiritual puzzle. And now, that piece is in place. Let the world notice. Let the realm celebrate. Let your past be stunned by who you've become. Because now you are not just moving. You are activated. And soon, very soon, someone who once doubted your light will return. Not to challenge it, but to kneel before it. You stepped into something irreversible. And the divine is smiling. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. And now, the vibration surrounding your life will speak louder than words. You won't need to announce your transformation. It will announce itself. The object the man left behind carries a frequency that cannot be hidden, masked, or muted. It will follow you into rooms. It will whisper in your silence. It will show up as guidance in moments of confusion, as power in moments of weakness. And you will notice. People around you will begin to respond to something they don't even understand. Some will treat you with sudden respect. Others may become uneasy. They won't be able to explain it, but something about your energy will feel unfamiliar, as if you've become someone they once knew, but now can no longer access. It's because you've been spiritually upgraded. The energy you now carry is not common. It is rare. It is ancient. It cannot be replicated, stolen, or diluted. That's why the object could not be mailed, handed off, or spoken into existence. It had to be delivered in silence by a soul carrying the exact alignment. A man didn't come to oppress you. He came to awaken you. That is why he walked with no sound, left no fingerprints, and disappeared as if wrapped in fog. His presence was meant only for your soul to recognize, not your mind. Your spirit understood the message before your eyes opened. That's why you felt different every day since. You'll start noticing certain people talking about you more often, even without clear reason. You'll hear your name in unexpected places. You'll be pulled into situations where others look to you for leadership, insight, or calm, even if you've never held that role before. That's because your energetic rank has shifted. The object aligned you to a higher spiritual order. And though your life may still look the same to others, everything underneath has changed. The foundation has been remade. The old roots have been pulled up. You're not growing anymore. You're rising. Every experience that once shattered you will now serve you. Every mistake, every heartbreak, every betrayal, they no longer define you. They trained you. And that object, it's the final permission slip from the divine realm that says, you've passed the test. And I'll begin the mission. It is your validation. It is your empowerment. It is your silent crown. So when people wonder what changed, you don't owe them an explanation. Just keep walking. The light around you will do the talking. Very soon, someone important will reach out, a voice from the past, or a figure of influence. This is not random. It's connected to the ripple effect triggered the night the men came. You'll know who it is. They'll bring an opportunity, a truth, or an apology that shifts your reality forward. Do not hesitate. This was written into your soul's contract long before this lifetime. And it will all begin with these words, I've been thinking about you lately. Don't dismiss it. Don't be surprised. Just receive it. You become magnetic to prophecy. Even your environment will adjust now. Plants will grow more lush around you. Mirrors may carry new reflections of light. Pets will sit closer. Children will stare longer. Time itself will feel flexible. You are walking in sacred alignment. The man's presence did not just open your path, it bent time in your favor. And in the weeks ahead, you will experience something that once felt impossible, divine ease. Doors will open without force. Decisions will feel obvious. Peace will arrive without warning. This is your reward for walking through the fire and not letting it burn your soul. But remember, this path also requires balance. You will be called to rest deeply, to guard your energy, and to honor your boundaries like never before. Because now what you carry is rare. Not everyone is meant to touch it. Not everyone can be allowed close. You are now holding a sacred flame. And the man who left it knew, flames only ignite the worthy. They burn the reckless. So protect your peace. Choose your company wisely. Not from fear, but from divine discernment. As this energy expands, your voice will change. The words you speak will carry new weight. Even a whisper from you may silence a crowd. Even a single sentence could shift someone's entire mindset. That is the power you now walk with. Use it with intention. Speak with clarity. Declare with purpose. Because everything you say from this point on is no longer just conversation. It's creation. The object has activated your ability to manifest by vibration, not effort. And the universe is listening. You will begin to receive unexpected abundance. Money, resources, support, opportunities. Don't panic. Don't question how. Just accept. This isn't luck. This is overdue inheritance. The man left behind the spiritual signature that unlocks what was once blocked. And now, nothing is blocked anymore. You are walking in a divine flow that answers to no logic, no timeline, and no man-made limitation. Your face will begin to radiate differently. Your eyes will carry more presence, and those who once overlooked you will begin to stare, not out of desire, but out of recognition, because they finally see who you've always been. The object didn't change you, it revealed you. And the man, he wasn't just a visitor. He was the final messenger before the rise of your destiny. Tonight, as you close your eyes, whisper these words into the silence. I accept the shift. I carry the flame. I am ready. Then breathe deeply. And know, everything has already begun moving. You are not the same. You will never be the same. You are the one who was always meant to awaken. And the world is finally catching up to your light. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $20.